Welcome to IT Playground's Cybersecurity Masterclasses, where we turn curious minds into cyber defenders. In this digital age, understanding cybersecurity isn't just a skill, it's a necessity. We've designed these masterclasses to give you the practical knowledge and hands-on experience you need to protect systems, data, and networks from an ever-evolving landscape of threats. Get ready to dive deep, learn the strategies of attackers, and master the tactics of defenders. And today, we're going to start with something that's super personal. All that data you've left behind online, and how you can finally take back control.
So take a look at this number, 2,500. That's how many data breaches South Africa's information regulator is expecting to see in just 1 year. Just let that sink in for a second. Every single one of those is a potential leak of personal information. And yeah, some of it could easily be yours. It's a pretty stark reminder of just how vulnerable our data really is out there.
Think about every single app you've ever downloaded, every loyalty card you've signed up for, every online store you bought something from just that one time. When you move on, your data, well, it often doesn't. It just kind of lingers behind, creating what you could call a digital ghost. It's this trail of your personal info, totally forgotten by you, but held onto by who knows how many companies. And as that number we just saw proves, that forgotten data is a huge, glowing target for attackers.
But it is not all doom and gloom, not even close, because right here in South Africa, you actually have a tool, a legal superpower really, to fight back against this digital haunting. It's called the Protection of Personal Information Act, or POPIA for short. And today, we're going to show you exactly how to use it to reclaim your data.
Okay, so to use this superpower, you first need to know who the key players are. It's simple. Under POPIA, you are the data subject. You're the main character in this whole story. And the company holding your information, whether it's your bank, a retailer, or a social media site, they're called the responsible party. Just knowing these two terms is honestly the first step to confidently using your rights.
Now, POPIA doesn't just give you one right. It gives you a whole toolkit. You can ask a company what info they have on you, you can correct it, you can even object to how they're using it. But the star of our show today is the big one, the right to erasure. You might have heard it called the right to be forgotten. This is your power to look a company square in the eye and say, hey, thanks for the memories, now please delete them.
So how do you actually use this superpower? Well, it's not about waving a magic wand. It's about following a clear, practical plan. We've broken it all down into a 5-step data purge that literally anyone can follow. Think of it like a digital spring cleaning for your personal information.
And don't worry, this is not complicated. We've boiled it down to 5 really simple steps. First, find the right person. Then, write the request. Send it. Wait for a response, and if you don't get one, you know exactly who to call for backup. Let's walk through each one right now.
All right, steps 1 and 2 are your prep work. Every single company is required by law to have an information officer, and their contact info has to be in the company's privacy policy. You can usually find that at the bottom of their website. Once you've got that email address, you just draft a clear, simple message. State who you are and that you're exercising your right to have your data deleted under Section 24 of POPIA. That's it. No fancy legal jargon needed.
And this is where the game has completely changed in your favor. It used to be a real pain. You had to fill out this specific formal document called Form 2. But thanks to some recent changes, it is so much easier now. You can send your request by email, SMS, or even a WhatsApp message. No, I'm not kidding. You can exercise a fundamental right to privacy using the same app you used to plan a weekend barbecue.
Just look at this thing. This is an example of the kind of formal, multi-page document you used to have to wrestle with. It looks more like a tax return than a simple request, right? This is exactly the kind of bureaucracy that the new simplified process was designed to get rid of.
So, once you sent your request, the clock starts ticking. The company has 30 days to act on it and let you know they've done it. If they go silent or if they refuse without a really good reason, you are not stuck. You can escalate the whole thing to the information regulator by filling out a complaint form. This is your free, official backup that makes sure companies take you seriously.
Okay, let's have a quick reality check. While your right to erasure is incredibly powerful, it's not absolute. There are a few very specific, legitimate reasons why a company might be legally required to hang on to your data even if you ask them to delete it. Knowing these exceptions isn't a roadblock. It's just part of understanding the rules of the game.
So what are these exceptions? Well, this table shows the most common ones. For example, your bank can't just delete all your records the day you close your account. A law called FICA, which is all about fighting money laundering, requires them to keep your info for 5 years. Same goes for tax laws. Companies have to hold on to certain records. And RICA means cell phone providers have to keep call metadata. These laws basically press pause on your deletion request, but only for very specific legal reasons.
And all of this brings us to our final and most crucial point. If you've been thinking about doing a digital declutter, there has never, ever been a better time to act than right now. The entire regulatory landscape has shifted. We've officially entered a new era of enforcement. I absolutely love this quote from the Digital Policy Alert. For a long time, privacy laws in a lot of places were seen as paper tigers. You know, they had a scary roar but no real bite. Well, that has fundamentally changed. The tiger is real now, and it definitely has teeth.
Across the continent, and especially right here in South Africa, regulators have moved from just raising awareness to really active enforcement. They're investigating complaints, they're issuing enforcement notices, and they are making it crystal clear that "oops, we didn't know" is no longer an acceptable excuse for a company that messes up with your data.
And if you're wondering what those teeth look like, well, here it is, up to 10 million rands. That's the potential fine for a single serious violation of POPIA. In some cases, it can even include jail time. We are not talking about pocket change here. This is a massive financial incentive that forces every company to sit up and pay very close attention when you make a request.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. With this power now firmly in your hands, what's the first digital ghost you're going to bust? Is it that old social media account you never use? The mailing list from some store you visited once 5 years ago? It's your data, and now you have the tools to take it back.
Thank you for joining us for this Cybersecurity Masterclass. We hope you feel more confident and equipped to tackle the challenges of digital security. Remember, the world of cybersecurity is a continuous game of cat and mouse, and staying informed is your best defense. Keep honing your skills, stay vigilant, and we'll see you at the next Masterclass where we'll continue building a safer digital world together.